Spread plague. Okay, that should help us fairly considerably. Really running low on infections now, but we'll get a lot of infections if we win this fight, if we choose that as an option. Now let's do it. Valiant defeat this time. Interesting. Well, we're going to go ahead and fight it. Alright, well, good morning and welcome back. We are picking up where we left off last time, and just a really quick recap. We did successfully take the challenge stone. It was a extremely difficult battle. We took a lot of casualties. I did lose some units that I wish I wouldn't have, but that's going to happen sometimes. Let me just look through all of our event messages here. Wow, we got a lot of levels out of it. That's good. That's always a good thing for us. One thing I do like about Nurgle is lots of heroes. Okay, so again, the quick recap. We took this right here. This army got pretty well depleted. I'm actually probably going to go ahead and dump these regiments of renown. However, the problem is, well, this is interesting. So now it's actually showing. Is showing again. This is interesting. Okay. Another patch has not come out, so this is still the same thing that we've been seeing for the last few episodes, except now we're seeing more, but we're still not seeing all of them. I don't understand how the Regiments of Renown is working right now, but the ones that we lost, which are these Frolickers Bubonic, have now reappeared in our recruitment pool for the Regiments of Renown. And I guess probably the Festering Stooges is another one that I don't know. I don't get it. It's also at the same time saying 2 of 8 and 4 of 8, but yet 0 out of 1. And I don't know. I don't know. It's also kind of late and I'm kind of sleepy, so maybe that's part of why I can't figure complicated things out right now. But in any case, let's take a quick look here at the Star Crushers. They still have 1 settlement left. Okay, so we definitely have the upper hand in this battle over here. The casualties that we suffered were absolutely worth it to be able to finally break the stalemate up here. And I don't even see where Kolek's other settlement is, but we will find it eventually, and we will put a stop to it. What's down here? This is all, there we go. Star Crushers right there. Yeti Peak. Okay. Very interesting. Deep in the mountains here. Again, more territory that's unpleasant climate for us, but we got to wipe them out. And I'm going to assume, yeah, Yeti Peak is just going to be a, I mean, it's a province capital, but it's not a dark fortress, I don't think. Can't be. It would be more slots than that. So, yeah, he's in quite bad shape. All right, so the stalemate, the deadlock here has been broken, so that's good. We're in pretty good shape over here. Let's go ahead and take a look at our other 2 fronts right here. I've got plenty of money now. I am gonna, I think, recruit 2 Regiments of Renown into this army, and I'm gonna go ahead and attack the Tzarina. And I feel like our army should be able to win this battle, but I think it's going to be a challenge. This is, unfortunately, my weakest lord. He does have some characters here. He's got strong melee infantry, however, demonic melee infantry, and he's got 2 soul grinders. I believe we can win that fight, but I do think it'll be a challenge, so we'll try to boost ourselves a little bit with a couple of Regiments of Renown. And then finally, the 3rd front down here with Cathay. We have, we're kind of fighting a little bit of a retreat here. Actually, I guess we can stop retreating because his army's not pursuing us right now. I think I probably could go ahead and stand to send I could go ahead and stand to send a hero down in this direction, just to kind of see where his armies are. Okay, all the way back down there. Let's go ahead and keep...
Let this world turn.
Oh, he's got 2 full stacks now. Well, not quite full. 18 out of 20. It will be full. I think that's the one that we chased back, and then this is the... That's the second one that appeared, probably. Okay. Alright, and I don't see Zhao Ming. Either he's got another army floating around somewhere that he's the leader of, or he might be now in a... he might still be off the map because he's been wounded. I guess it wasn't all that long ago that Gash Kadrak wounded him. Speaking of Gash Kadrak, how are they looking up here? They are getting this thing up to level 5. That's going to be very hard for Cathay to take back. Cathay's in pretty bad shape. They have lots of enemies. What we want to do is, I think down here, we can just stay hidden. At this point, let me go ahead and start applying my skill ups here. So we have Locust Contagion already chosen for him. We need Arcane Conduit, obviously. And I got so many armies here. Here we go. And then you, let's go ahead and give you Fleshy Abundance. Okay, so this army, we keep him in an ambush stance to stay hidden, and keep this scout where we can keep eyes on them and just kind of see what they decide to do. If they stay down here, they're in bad shape because they're going to lose the long war of production. Their capacity has been reduced to the point where not just us, but we can outproduce them, Gash Kadrak can outproduce them, and I have to assume that Eshin, wherever they are, can outproduce them as well. So Cathay's time is not on their side. Let's go ahead now and jump back over here. So Kugath, obviously in wonderful shape. Kugath he's the man. We need to get over here and destroy that group right there. Let's go ahead and do our skill ups. We're up to 37 here. How do I feel about Lord of Stench? This is all armies faction wide. Let me think about this for a second while I take a sip of coffee. Probably not a priority. Let's go ahead and continue with the blue line. We do eventually want to get our blue line all the way up, so we'll do more despoilers here. And here, there we go, Adipus, okay. Looks like we're doing thick-skinned here with Adipus, or do we need to do Assassinate? No, we don't. We want Adipus to be the absolute man in combat before I start worrying about him being a field agent. So, Ben Koch, you've got pretty much everything already taken here. I could give you Devastating Charge, but you're on a war shrine, and I don't tend to charge in very much with my war shrines. I tend to keep them kind of in the middle of our other troops. So at this point, what can he... Spread Corruption is just not a good use of skill points, I don't feel like. Damage Walls might be okay, actually, now that I think about it. It's a possibility, but I think what I'll probably do with him... We're just not fighting any Tzeentch. I think I might as well take Wound. Even though I don't see pulling him out of the army very much, I suppose in an emergency it would be nice to be able to. Okay, down here, Vestergax, let's give you, if you've already got, there we go, let's give you Devastating Charge. You've got everything everything I could possibly want up here at the top of your skill line. So let's give you specialist down here. Let's give Mintash the black. He's got everything, right? He does indeed. Literally everything up there except for Mentor. I just don't, I don't think that's a good use of skill ranks. Hang on, I might sneeze. I guess not. Okay, so we're going to give you Assassinate as well. I could do Spread Control. No, Control's really not an issue for us. Okay, Septed. With Septed, let's go ahead and... Do you have already the Fate of Buna buffed up, which is the one I... yeah, Deadly Onslaught. There we go, that's good for you. Might as well go ahead and do this other army as well now. Simon Becker. Let's give you... Hard to hit. Fill that out. That's good. You already had Deadly Onslaught. Okay. Akel Death Metal here. Let's give you Hard to Hit and Infernal Champion. You do not yet have Deadly Onslaught. Let me reset this. Let's give you Hard to Hit. Oops. Wrong way there, Michael. There we go. And Deadly Onslaught. Okay. There we go. Oh, no, we got two more here. Jaeger, you need Wound Maker and Deadly Onslaught. You also need to heal up a little bit. Lupio Strudebaker, okay. Let's give you Bloated Carcass and Wound Maker. Falpus, you need Evasion. Azubor here, you obviously need Hard to Hit. You're just starting out your young career, and Infernal Champion. Okay, now we're looking good. Back to... where was I? I was at Kugath here. Kugath, you're already at 20. We got two choices here. He's in no position to be able to recruit any more units, really. He can't possibly take any of our settlements, but what he could do is be a nuisance by raiding. So we probably want to try to chase him away. I don't guess we can reach. Oh, we can reach. Well, he's probably just going to retreat though, right? Even so, I feel like this is the thing to do. He retreated. He can't retreat far, that's for sure, but he can retreat farther than we can get this turn anyway. Alright. Well, I don't think he'll attack us. What do we have here? We still have... oh, we've got the wrong... I'm going to leave the fever on him for now because it's just not a high priority and we are relatively low on infections. I might need to save up on some of that. You've got Nurgle's Rot. That's more or less what we want with you. Mercy the Cleaver here. We want... Oh, you're stuck here. I don't know why I'm even looking at you. You got to remain in the Challenging Stone for now. Okay. So here we go. What do we want to do? We want our best. I think we want our... Hang on a second. Let me... Oops. Let me look at these guys. These guys are the ones who do a debuff, I believe, right? What do they do here? They've got the Wasting Sickness. This is a hex to everybody within 55 meters. It reduces mass, base weapon damage, and armor-piercing weapon damage. That's pretty strong. Okay, those are the two that we want. We want these two. 2,500 favor to be able to do that. Let's go ahead and attack you. Okay, she's going to fight us. And it's giving us a defeat on this. Very interesting. It must be the strength of their characters. Now they do have a couple units that are going to be able to shoot rifles at us. But in terms of their melee, you know what I should have done? I might back off because I think I have enough movement to back off. His melee attack, that's frostbite, okay. I'm going to back off and do a, put a plague on them. Now that I know that they are not going to retreat. Okay, the Crumbling Ague, not really the best plague for us to have on ourselves. We definitely don't want to risk losing this fight. Let's go ahead and get melee attack reduction, base weapon damage reduction, and I think maybe armor reduction or missile strength reduction. I think armor reduction. Let me just see if there's anything better to use against an enemy army. Range and accuracy reduced, speed reduced. Nope, okay. I think that's good. Summon Plague Cultist. Boom.
Cultist of the plague.
Spread Plague. Okay, that should help us fairly considerably. Really running low on infections now, but we'll get a lot of infections if we win this fight, if we choose that as an option. Now let's do it. Valiant defeat this time. Interesting. Well, we're going to go ahead and fight it. Scout terrain. Okay, it's going to be a kind of an open battle. There's not a whole lot of woods for us to fight in. Let's fight it. Maybe I have underestimated the Tzarina here. That would be very interesting. Her units are very high rank, so that's going to play into it. But even those bears, I feel like our exalted plague bearers are going to be able to hold the front line very effectively. I just have a lot of confidence in exalted plague bearers. Now what we do want to do is we want to give ourselves some advantage here in terms of high ground. Let's go ahead and get a decent looking formation going here. You guys will kind of not exactly refuse the flank over here, but we will bend it a bit. Let's go ahead and get you guys maybe here. You three back over to here. And Uncle Furuncle here. What are you best at? Armor piercing causes terror, poison attacks. What's your special ability? Cloud of Flies. This is a permanent like that. And it's only for him though. It doesn't provide any area of effect. Okay, Defiling Deluge here. This is activatable. I've got to remember to activate this. Strong versus multiple combatants. So this does damage to the enemy and a heal to us. That's quite useful. We'll try to get him in fights versus it says weak versus a single combatant, actually. Strong versus multiple combatants. I don't know. I was going to say we could use him against maybe the Frostworms or against the Patriarchs, but I think maybe we'll try to get him into, like, the main part of the action. Now you, Mr. Plague Ridden, you need... We need our heroes kind of spread out a little bit here, providing whatever benefits they can to as many of our troops as possible. And I think maybe we go ahead and start, we Get our whole army except for our soul grinders. Now, I don't really think we need to move forward. I think they'll come to us because of the soul grinders. So the question really then becomes, what do we shoot with our soul grinders? I think maybe let's hit those armored Kassars here. Well, I think maybe we'll try that. So start battle, shoot at them. You guys maybe move up just a little bit, just a smidge here. This Frostworm is not coming real quickly, is he? Okay, if they're not going to hit us on our left flank, we could probably start to bend over here. Soul Grinder's doing some decent work. Not exactly sure what they're thinking right now. Okay, these guys ought to be able to start doing some decent damage to them. Yeah, we did some good damage to those winged lancers. Now we should be doing some decent damage to those warbear riders. Let's go ahead and see what we can do from a spell casting perspective here. Let's go ahead and do a stream of corruption, I suppose. Did a little bit to him, not very much. I think maybe do a little bit of melee damage retaliation there. Okay, you guys make sure you're... Okay, you get in on his Frostworm. And you guys at this point, you shoot at them. How are we looking here? Horse archers. Try to take out those horse archers. You go ahead and move towards them, actually. Now let's go ahead and get you into the fighting. Let's get you on... No, let's get you over here on Vladimir. What are you shooting at now? Shoot at those ambushers, I suppose. Yeah, we're doing pretty good there on the left flank. Let's go ahead and get you moving forward now. We could probably do another stream of corruption if I see a good use for it, which I really don't. You... Get in on those guys, I guess. Okay. You could do a stream of corruption. Actually, no, I see now you've got a spirit leech. Let's get you on... on one of those patriarchs. And I think you haven't taken any damage yet, so I'm not super eager to let's get you guys over here. Looks like they are just about going over there. They're unbreakable, but they're down to a single unit. Okay, how are we looking over here? Why are you not shooting? Do you really not have anything you can shoot at? Let's move you forward a little bit. Might be sort of a problem with the terrain. Let's get you guys back over here. I don't want you up. Yeah, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. Why are you not shooting? Come on, guys. Do some shooting, please. Okay, you can come up here. Where is the Tzarina at? They're shattered down there. That's good. There's the Tzarina. Let's get in on her. You get in on them. You go over here. And... okay, over here, you look like you could use a heal. What are you fighting? One of the regiments of renown, it looks like. You guys, I think, can start heading over here. I don't even know what you're chasing over there. You guys are still shooting at them, right? They're unbreakable. You guys, now what are you doing? Get in over here. You guys... that snow leopard is shattered. That snow leopard can now come over here. Looks like the Tzarina is about to break. Who over here? Okay, they're in bad shape. They're looking pretty bad here. I think this was a pretty successful fight, it appears. Let's go ahead and get you now on the Tzarina. What are you doing? She's gonna get away. Well, that can't be helped. She's faster than all of our units because, of course, she is. We're Nurgle. I think let's maybe get you guys shooting at those armored Kossars. You can help wipe them out. Anything else that we're going to be able to do? Those guys are probably going to get away. Let's run you over this way. Let's go ahead and speed up. Sorry. These armored Kossars here, 58. Why are we not doing more damage to them? There we go. Now that's better. Okay, you keep after them. You guys now stop shooting. See, yeah, there's really nothing for you to shoot at. Let's just do whatever damage we can do here with our... Oh, we wiped him out. Excellent. Okay. I think that'll do. That will do. That's a pretty successful win for us. We killed all of their patriarchs. We killed their frostworms. We killed most of their army. Really, the Tzarina is the only fighting capable unit that they've got left there in that army. So once more, we're looking at us having a big advantage on two fronts and a stalemate maybe on a third. It's just that they've shifted around a little bit. Now, instead of having a stalemate against Kolek, we're winning there. But instead of having the advantage in Cathay, we have more of a stalemate down there. And then here, we obviously have a big advantage. We'll be able to go back up and retake the settlement that we lost to her a few turns ago. She's down to 3 units. Those horse archers are in really bad shape. These guys right here, the Beowulfs, the Mordheim Beowulfs, they're at, what, roughly half strength or so. You got 2 levels worth of experience. That's good. We really didn't get as much infections as I might have thought, so we'll take the favor instead. We'll just go easy on the infection, on the plagues for the time being. Now, do we have enough movement to chase her down? That is the question. Sure looks like we do. Boy, what a difference it makes in this campaign versus the Skrull campaign that I just started, where we never had enough movement left to be able to do a second attack. Okay, so Falpus here, I think we want Fleshy Abundance and Magical Reserves for you. And, all you guys, okay. You are going to get more... We'll go ahead and give you Chaos Gladiator and then more Hard to Hit. Where are we at? Here we are. Increase mobility. Hard to hit. Pile Fiend. I think we want you to replenish troops and Rancid Visitations. That'll be good to use against the Tzarina probably. Chaos Gladiator and Hard to Hit. Oh, you get another one. Okay. Alright. And let's just finish her off. Do I want to auto-resolve this? No, because the Tzarina herself is going to do some damage to us. We want to give her that chance too. And actually what I want to do, if possible, is I want to see what a fight between our Great Unclean One and the Tzarina, how that turns out. So let's get all of our least damaged guys in the front. Let's get all of our more damaged ones behind. Let's get you guys right here where she has to come towards us, along with Uncle Furuncle. And then we're going to get our heroes up front. We'll put our heroes into the fight if we need to, but for the most part, I want to see what a fight... Is that everybody? No. Who are you? You're the plague-ridden. I want to see what a fight with between the Tzarina and with our Great Unclean One. I want to see what that looks like. So let's go ahead and start marching him forward here. In fact, you can go ahead and just charge right into her. Okay, those horse archers are not going to last very long, that's for sure. How many do they have left? They've got 2 left. I think we'll go ahead and switch to the Mordheim guys here, the Beowulfs. Man, you guys, you blunted my charge, you jerks. Alright, let's go ahead and get him back to charging into her. You guys finish them off. You guys switch back over to there, because I just want to see where are you at here. Let's go ahead and we'll start with this. And then we'll go ahead and follow up with this. Up, you guys, now. No, we want you on the horse archers. I want this to be a 1 versus 1 fight over here. Okay, you guys come over here, but stop firing. What is she doing? What is she? Oh, she's got a snow leopard. Oh, she summoned it. That's what that is. Let's do a rancid visitations on that thingy. Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you chasing? Let's go ahead and do this. Hit her with that. Charge into her. Use this. And try to stay on her. You guys over here, you really ought to be doing a quicker job against that snow leopard, I would think. Okay, here we go. How is our Great Unclean One doing against the Tzarina? She's casting spells. She's not even looking at him. Come on, look at me while I'm trying to kill you, woman. Why are you guys firing at her? I asked you not to fire. Face that way so you're not tempted to. Okay. How are we looking here? This would have been more exciting if she had even, like, stopped to face him. At this point, it's pretty boring. Let's go ahead and get these guys charging in. Let's go ahead and get a rancid visitations off on her, I suppose. That did not quite work out the way I was hoping, but it's fine. I was hoping for something a little bit more glorious, something a little bit more sporting than what it turned out to be. But I don't want to waste everybody's time by trying to arrange an exciting sporting gladiatorial fight with somebody who doesn't seem to want to play along. I would think that just by wounding her we should get pretty good plunder out of this fight. Now, it's been requested that I try to make nice with some of the Norskins in order to build an outpost and then to be able to recruit in some Norskin units. I like the idea of it because I do like the idea of some mammoth units in one of our mortal armies. So we're going to try to do that, but of course it does depend. Wow, we get 0 and... Wow, we're getting almost nothing here. That's disappointing. We at least got some decent favor, but I guess we'll take the favor over 0 infections. I guess that's because there were so few units that we killed. Okay, and then the scroll of shielding. That's all right. We'll take that. And you get a chance of a plague spreading, a plague doctor. That's fine. And you got a plague. That's not the plague. Oh, you got the crumbling ague. That is the plague that we want you to have. Okay. It's a weird message since that's not the plague that we put on her. But okay. Now let's give you hard to hit. Let's give you hard to hit. Let's give you
Glory for plague, Father.
Stream of Corruption. We'll give you
Plague.
This is another grog. I wish they would stop naming heroes the same name over and over again, because we already have a demon grog, and we had renamed him from grog to demon grog because I think it was Archaon who had a grog. Alright, we're going to have to rename you as well. So you are now... Trying to think if anybody had any character names to mention. You're gonna be Grog Jr. Now you're gonna be instead of Little Grog, we're gonna name you Wee Grog. Wee Grog, okay. You've got a little bit of an attitude. You've got a chip on your shoulder because you hate the nickname Wee Grog. So it forces you to want to constantly prove yourself. Okay. Meanwhile, we can go ahead and switch you into March Stance and start heading back up this way. The real question, do we want to even leave these guys in your army? I don't think we need to. They are a decent sized garrison up here again. We got enough income, but regiments of renown just not worth using them when you don't need them. They're much better for emergencies. We could go ahead and summon in. Let's get some, just for kicks, let's get something like plague drones in, or some rot flies. These plague drones, armor piercing and poison attacks. The rot flies, just armor piercing. Let's take, and I think the plague, let me just make sure, the plague drones do benefit from our technology. Oops, that's not technology, Michael. This is technology. Okay. What do we have that affects plague drones or rot flies? I know we've got at least one that does. Here we go. Ward save for plague drones and rot flies both. Okay. So they both benefit from that. And this is a recruit rank boost for plague drones and rot flies. Okay. And a casualty replenishment rate for them. So let's go ahead and summon in a couple plague drones. Yeah, there's the bonus ranks that we get for recruiting them. Okay, they will replenish very quickly. because of the crumbling ague that we have on us. Down here, we've already done you. We've already done you. We've already done you. We've already done you because you can't move now that you've taken that settlement. Okay, now it's time to look at our settlements. We are finally in a position to start spending some money. He's one turn away from being able to upgrade, so we want to try to leave ourselves 10,000, I think. Although this is unpleasant climate. Still worth getting him up a level, I believe. And then down here, you guys are all ready. Okay, we'd like to be able to have some money to maybe build a couple more buildings down there. Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. This is where the money needs to get spent. This is 15,000 right here to level him up. Is that the best use for it? We got no landmarks here. We don't need growth. I don't think we need public order because I think we'll be fine once the provincial instability and the conquest wear off. Yeah, we'll be fine. We must have a public order building already built in one of these other settlements, right? We don't. Well, we can... We'll think about that. Let's go ahead and give you... We might want to do this, actually. Maybe we do go ahead and give... Let's give public order. Let's give Nurgle corruption. And let's give the basic military building reduction. And let's go ahead and build a couple of military buildings. We're not going to have 10,000 after all, but we'll get back up there in 2 turns. And this is going to immediately make him quite a little economic powerhouse. So I like that. You do need to get a plague on you, but I think I may save my infections, or hope that our plagues continue to spread. Okay, that's pretty much all the money I think that we want to spend here. Let's go ahead and ooh, and we get a commandment. That's nice. Okay. Think maybe we'll do the control for now until that gets buffed up or gets increased back up into the upper positives. And now diplomacy. We've dropped all the way to 16. That's because of all the damage we took from taking Challenge Stone. You guys are just at war with the Silver Pinnacle. How much would you give us? 371, not worth it. Star Crushers, gee, what a surprise. They want peace with us, okay. All right, I think that's probably... I think that's good for now. Wow, it's 45 minutes in, and this is our first end turn. This was an incredibly productive single turn. Here we are sitting at turn 132. Okay, let's go ahead and end our turn and see what happens here. We haven't had the... yeah, I think we're going to turn this down. We haven't had the endgame crisis pop up yet. Ooh, 500 now. What do you... You don't like us fighting the Star Crushers, but that's going to become irrelevant here pretty soon. How strong are you? You're at 26. It's not really worth it to me. Okay, now what are you doing? You're coming back towards us. Gonna probably focus all your strength on us. instead of fighting back against your other enemies. It's okay. He does have another army that I lost track of. It must have gone south, I would think. I would have been able to see it if it had moved north or northwest. Okay. Got some hero actions over there from Grimgor. We've got a Wa army making its way towards Hanyo Port. He's not going to be able to take Hanyo Port with that army. I don't believe. Still, if those two factions can do a lot of damage to each other, fighting each other, that is good for us. If Grimgor gets weakened, I will declare war on Grimgor. Okay, that's very good. The challenge stone got a plague. An entomologist. That's very nice. Trespasses. Who trespassed? Okay, Grimgor, yeah, you. If you're not going to respect my borders, then we're just going to have to off you, I suppose, eventually. Okay. You are raiding. We'll probably send Pincheye down after you. I don't think you're very strong. The challenge stone really needs replenishing, but obviously we need to wipe out his armies, and then we don't have to worry about how weak the garrison is there. The blue scribes, okay. Yeah. That's a legendary hero, isn't it? It's been a while since I've played as Kolek. And then you chant here. You are a I forget what the wizards for the Warriors of Chaos are called, but anyway, let's go ahead and attack right. Let me make sure I don't have any ranks. Yeah, I do have a rank here, okay. Oh, yeah, I should be able to see it. It's right in front of me, isn't it? No, it's not right in front of me. Where's Jaeger? Oh. Got the wrong army selected. That'll do it. Doofus, okay. Yeah, you got Deadly Onslaught. Let's go ahead and give you Infernal Champion. We'll have to give you Aura of Chaos next. Okay. Oh, and I was gonna... Dagnabbit. I was going to get rid of those regiments of renown here, although maybe I want to keep them for a fight down there. Think about that after we do this fight right here. Okay, he's retreating, but come on, we should be able to chase him down, right? We kind of pinned him up against the mountains. Yep, okay. Decisive victory, that's what I would expect. He's got some chariots, he's got a mana core. Not really a whole lot. I mean, the Chaos Spawn and the Dragon Ogres. It's all fine. Ooh, he does have Aspiring Champions. I mean, he's not nothing. He's not nothing, but we've got some mighty Nurglings, so he's doomed. He's obviously going to have to come towards us. Start deployment, we're going to just do the always not very exciting blob, but it is our most effective formation right now, still. Let's go ahead and get, I guess we'll get Kugath up front. Let's get you guys off on the sides as well as you guys. You're fine there in the middle. I always forget to do anything here with my Beast of Nurgle. Let's get you a little bit behind. Let's get the Beast of Nurgle over here with him in case he brings some troops around behind. Let's start the battle. Let's go ahead and fire at whatever. Doesn't really matter a whole lot to me here in the beginning. Actually, yeah, those Forsaken, that's probably a better target. The Forsaken. Although we have actually, I take that back. We have actually gotten their shields down. They're, the barrier. We've gotten the barrier down. Let's go ahead and land you. And land you. Let's go ahead and Kugath. You can get a stream of corruption off here. How do I want to do this? Okay. Let's go ahead and... Okay, they're coming in from the sides. That's fine. Let's go ahead and get our Beast Nurgle on them. You join them. You guys get in on them. Let's go ahead and get you on the Feral Manticore, I suppose. Let's go ahead and get you guys doing your Locus of Contagion. Let's get you using your Locus of Contagion. Get on those Chaos Spawn along with you. You should be now on the Aspiring Champions. You get in on their Lord. How are we doing here? You've won your fight right there. You help the Beast of Nurgle chase down their chariots. Kugath. Let's get you on him and reduce his melee defense. Okay, how are we doing over here? Let's get you on him as well. Let's go ahead and get a Spirit Leech on him. You guys doing fine against those Chaos Spawn. Don't really see any value in the Blight Boil. Don't really need to cast a Fleshy Abundance at this point. Let's go ahead and get a Rancid Visitations on you. You're about to run away anyway. I think we can, at this point, just mop up. You stay on them. You stay on them. Soul Grinder, you fire at them. Oops. My bad. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, Beast of Nurgle, you see if you can run him down. And I think, do we have any heroes? Yeah, here's a hero right here. Okay, we need... Go after the hero. Go after the hero. Victory. Shoot him down, I suppose. Let's Rancid Visitations here. Did we kill his lord? I think we did. Let's get you over here as well. Okay, we're probably doing damage to ourselves now with our Soul Grinder, so let's get you running after him in melee and stop shooting. How are we looking from a healing standpoint? Nobody really needs it. Oh, we wiped him out. We killed him. Okay. End battle. Oh, we didn't wipe out the Aspiring Champions. Interesting. Well, they're going to be destroyed now, anyway. Alrighty. Pretty successful. 3,000 favor. How much in 68 infections. I'm a little disappointed by that, so we're just going to take more favor. We can now afford to do a little bit more settlement improvement. Ransomed captives. Okay, it's hard for me to believe you haven't gotten that one before now, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit up here. We did get a couple of we got several skill ranks here. You, specialist, is what we're doing, it appears. You get assassinate. And you get assassinate. Or do we want to give you thick skinned? Let's give you thick skinned. I do want to continue to actually no. We want to give you wound maker. Okay. Alright, so Kugath, you've got some movement left. I don't need to bring you down in this direction, so obviously we'll move you. We'll move you down this way, I suppose. And do we want to go ahead and... Here's what we want to do. We want to take this cultist and we will move him closer so we can see exactly what he's got in this army. Okay, so we have to beware, actually. Be wary and beware. There are always the possibility. There's always the possibility of there being other armies close by that can help join a fight against us. So maybe I think we go ahead and disband our regiments of renown. We're going to use these guys now as a supplemental fighting unit just to soak up some experience for now, until we build them up into a much stronger army. Let's get you back in there so that you can replenish. We do actually, I need to remember, we've got more heroes that we can recruit. One more cultist, one more exalted hero, and 3 more of them. So let's think about that, but I'm not sure where's the best use for them right now. I seriously doubt we're going to be able to do any assassinations against these guys. I know Chant. That's, I'm pretty sure, the starting hero that... Well, no, I don't think he's the starting hero for Kolek. I'm not sure how Chant ended up over here. Okay. Falpus, you... Oh, no. We can keep moving you forward. Let me just go ahead and get eyes on the settlement to see what they've got up here. See if they could possibly stop us. Well, they've got... Yeah, they got some frost worms. They've got 4 regiments of renown. Yeah, they're doing fine. They're looking fine. Still don't really fear them, but let me actually move you even a little bit closer. Let me see how strong they are. Is that likely to be their only army? Cathay's doing okay. Yeah, that's probably their only army. So I think we can go ahead and move Falpus. I kind of would like to keep the replenishment going, so I guess we're just going to move him to here. Because we want those plague drones to replenish. You can't reach, so we'll go ahead and leave you. Actually, can you do anything of value? 40%, 23%, 11%, 12%. That's obviously Not going to happen. 46%, but it costs 600. That's not a good use for our money. I don't know if we're going to be able to reach to attack next turn or not, but there's no absolute hurry. They've already built the garrison building, so it's already as bad as can be. Do we want to do Diseased Grove here? It's probably... The answer is probably yes. That does take all of our money. Can't be helped. We're getting more than 6,000 favor per turn, so money is not quite as bad as it used to be. Okay, here we do want to fight that. If they walk into an ambush here, we I think are happy to do that. So let's just... They could move, if they continue to move in march stance, they can get to there. I think we can afford to back up here just a little bitty bit. We'll try for the ambush. I am over an hour, I just realized, but I've already started doing movements, so I have to at least finish the turn. Which I don't mind. I do quite enjoy this campaign. Okay, so... Would not mind doing an ambush here. That is a fight that I would like to have. They got a strong army. I might sneeze. Guess not. Okay. They got a strong army, but we've got a strong army as well. Kugath, you've moved. Pinchai, you're just going to be a supplemental force for now to Kugath. Falpus and Pilefiend, you guys are all good. Okay. Let's go ahead and just really quickly see what we can do. I'm kind of tempted to drop another... No, I'm not going to... I'm going to save the infections for the time being. I do need to try to build some more buildings down there. All in good time. Yeah. Can't really afford to do anything of any particular value. But it's all good. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at diplomacy here. We still don't know where the Manblight Warhorde is. Who are they at war with? Oh, they're at war with the Tzarina. Star Crushers. Just out of curiosity, what would you offer? Almost 5,000. Maybe we should consider that. How many settlements does Kull have? Or not Kull, Dolgan. They got 3 settlements. Are those settlements all... No, we want to... never mind. We want to wipe out the Star Crushers before Colette comes back. I've already named an episode The Death of the Sun Eater. I did that because I don't expect him to ever come back onto the map, although I didn't realize they had a settlement down here that might take us a little while to get to. So he might actually come back on the map again. That would turn me into a liar, but hopefully you guys will forgive me. Okay, I think let's go ahead and end our turn. See what happens here. I'm going to save recruiting some additional units or some additional heroes for when we actually need them. Okay, you are not in ambush, or you're not in march stance. So I'm not going to ambush you, but you are close enough to attack. And I think you might be close enough that we can chase you down if you retreat. That would be good. Okay, Grimgore. Yeah, you're not going towards Hanyo Port after all. He probably has a better chance of taking that settlement up there. Xinwu. Okay, Archaon. Wonder if he's at war with somebody.
Talking specimen.
Alright, now we know where they are at least, and they're down there raiding the Tzarina probably. No, we're not interested. Okay. A pennant or Nurgle corruption, pretty much always going to take the pennant. Ready for duty. Okay, very good. Settlement receives plague, very good. Alright. Yep, sure enough, Archaon went to war. Ooh, with Castalton. That's interesting. Castalton is probably still the strongest faction on the map right now. So we're going to attack, beginning of next episode, we're going to attack right here. And I think we might be able to chase them down. We got some raiding down here, which is just a minor nuisance. We will take care of them soon enough, and the same thing for those guys, so that's nothing to worry about. We got some population surplus. Okay, all right. Plenty more to do, plenty of action ahead of us, but we are definitely doing okay. We're doing okay. Just out of curiosity, really quickly, I do want to check and see if we're going to be able to reach this turn. Yes, we can. All right, very nice. So we're going to have a battle here. We're going to have a battle down in Cathay. And we're probably not going to be able to have a battle over here with Gath because I don't think we can quite reach these guys here this turn. No, almost certainly not. But yeah, we're going to start taking some of these other settlements. We'll take Ice Spewer. We'll take Blizzard Peak. The nice thing about them is these are actually suitable climate for us. It's not until we get down to down here, Titan's Notch and Yeti Peak, that's where they turn into unpleasant climates. So continue to ever expand Nurgle's empire, spreading our corruption to every province we can reach. Good times have been had and will continue to be had. And all right, well, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.